Hi friends, welcome to CR Digital Classes. In this video, we are going to understand about the role of business economics in decision making. So, first of all, let us understand again what is business economics. How business economics is helpful in decision making, especially business. So, again, when we talk about the business economics, here it is a branch or the study which will be dealing about the allocation of the firm's resources and the needs and desires of the organization. We can also say goals of the organization. So, it is acting as a link between the theory and the decision sciences, which will be finding solutions for business problems. So when we look into the role of business, this is the overview of the role of business economics and decision making. So business economics helps in finding solutions to various business problems. So as we discussed, it helps in finding solutions and also acting as a tool for decision making, helps the managers, and due to the changing business situations, decisions are to be made in proactive manner. So the environment or the business situation will be changing continuously because of the uncertain conditions. It may be the changes in the market, it may be the changes in the any of the factors, any of the environmental factors, it will impact the other factors. So due to which the change will be made in the business, the changes will be taking place in the business. So basing on which the decisions have to be made. Because of these changes, how we need to act, how we need to, what type of decisions will be taken under different situations. Maybe the problem is same, but the solution may not be matching with the different situations. So business economics with all its tools, techniques, methodologies and principles guide the business and economic decisions. So economics provides different methods, different principles and policies, techniques, tools for helping, for guiding different situations in decision making. That is solutions for decision making. Then it facilitates the manager to become a proactive decision maker in dealing with dynamic business situations. As I told you, it is fastly changing now in the global market. You can see the situations are changing very speed in a very which we can say it is a dynamic and turbulent also. And it provides various tools like demand analysis, forecasting, short-run and long-run cost, opportunity cost for decision making, business decision making. So the tools like demand analysis and forecasting is very important, due to which we can plan about the production, we can make the schedule for the production output. So in this way, it will help not only in that, even cost analysis, opportunity cost in decision making. So let us understand the role in depth one by one. That is, it facilitates the prosperity of a business by helping the manager in taking various business decisions. So first thing for any business organization is setting the objectives, which is very important. So every organization will have its own objectives. So this is economics role is to set the objectives of the firm. When I say the objectives, it will be in long-term objectives will be there, short-term objectives will be there. So whatever the decisions are made, whatever the course of actions are done, we have to see it should not be against our objectives. We have to make all the course of actions to achieve the objectives of the firm. Then allocation of the resources optimally. Optimally here is for the best use. That is, the desires or the requirement needs of the business may be more, but the resources of the business may be limited. So here we have to act like whatever resources are allocated, we have to see optimally for the best use. The resources should be utilized for the in a best way. So the economics will help to distribute in the optimal way. Then demand analysis and forecasting. So this will help us in determining what is the demand of a product presently, what is the demand of a product in after 10 days or next year or after 3 months, first quarter or complete year. So this demand analysis and forecasting will help the business organization in planning the production. What is the production, what will be the demand, accordingly the production will be have to be done. Sometimes it will be, if we are doing more overproduction, the market may not be requiring that quantity, we go under loss. Whatever we are investing, our investment will be blocked. Sometimes there is demand, but we are not in a position to match the supply, then we are under loss. So demand analysis will help us to match the supply and demand, supply and whatever the market demand is there. Then manages under competitive environment. So as it is a global market, not only in the domestic market, we need to even plan to compete in the global market. For competing the global market, we should have enough potential. When we talk about the environmental factors, we have to check back ourselves, what are the strong points we have, what are the weak points we have, what are the opportunities we have in the external market to compete. So we have to even manage under the competitive environment. Then performs strategic planning. So strategic planning is done at the top level management for complete, that is, this will be the base for whatever actions are performed. So taking into consideration about the strategic planning, the operations will be planned. How can be that implemented exactly? So strategic planning is very, very important to any business organization, with which we can achieve the organizational objectives as well as goals. Then production planning. So as we discussed that production planning will, the economics will help in production planning. That is, what is the quantity of input we have to give for certain extent of the output, and what are the resources we have to make ready for giving those inputs. So this is the production planning. Then cost analysis. What is the cost incurred to produce certain quantity of certain volume of production? So where exactly the cost is deviating, whether we are incurring more cost, whether we are incurring normal standard cost or below that. So here we have to see that the cost will be allocated, the resources will be used optimally, so that if we find that the cost is wasted or the cost can be reduced if we use other methodology, so we can reduce and control the cost. This economics will help in controlling and reducing the cost. Cost, that is called cost analysis. Then determining the pricing strategies. So pricing strategies are the strategies which are useful to fix the price for a product. So fixing the price for a product is very, very crucial role. All our sales will be depending on the determination of the price. If the price is fixed appropriately, which facilitates in the sales, that is the quantity or volume of sales, so our profit can be maximized. If the price fixing is not done properly, then the sales will be affected. So fixing price, determining that fixing price is very, very important, because at the other side we are not supposed to go under loss. So keeping in that view, the price is fixed. And also the strategy. Which strategy? The strategy is like, initially the price will be high, later the price will be low. This is one strategy. Initially the price will be low, later the price will be increased. This is one strategy. Or depending on the market demand, the price will be. So which strategy is feasible to our product, feasible to our business? Then market structure analysis. So market structure analysis is, what is the structure of this industry, structure in the industry of our product in the industry as well as in the market, about this product, whether how many suppliers are there, only whether single supplier or multiple supplier, what kind of potentiality, what kind of strategies they are with. All these things will help us to frame our strategy, our business strategy. Then investment and capital budgeting decisions. So capital budgeting decisions are the decisions which are used to spend money on the capital assets, which is called as capital expenditure. So before investing on the capital assets, we try to do the analysis of the project or the asset. For example, we are purchasing a machinery. We have to see what are the benefits we are going to get, how much profits we are going to earn if we are investing on that machinery. So today I am investing 1 lakh rupees. After 1 year or after 5 years, what is the income I am going to get on that investment? So if on evaluation, if the amount of income is more than my investment, then it is advisable to invest on that asset. If the income receivable is less than whatever invested, then it is not recommended. It can be rejected. In this way, capital budgeting decisions will be taken with the help of economics. Then designing market strategies, how you are going to come in the market. Now today it is very important that which strategy you are launching the product in the market. For example, if you talk about any movie launching, people will be selecting different destinations in different countries also. The launching programs are taking place to attract you or to create stimuli in the customers about that product, about that movie. So in the same way, the role of economics will help us in designing the marketing strategy. That is, which strategy is required or match with our product to create stimuli impression in the minds of the customers. Then economies of scale. Economies of scale, this is the various factors of production whatever are there. Depending on the sales volume, the economies of scale should be increased. So economics will help us in performing the role in determining the what are the required economies of the scale. Then profit management. So profit management, if we have a certain decision, certain goal in achieving, like to this year we have to earn this much profit. This is the task or this is the goal. For achieving that goal, what should we do? That is important. So profit management will help us in scheduling or in planning what should be the production, what should be the output, what should be the sales, and what should be the inputs. So when they have to be procured. So this way the profit management will help, the economics will help to make the profit management. Then input output analysis. So what are the inputs required for certain level of output? And inventory control. So inventory is the combination of the different stocks. When I say stock, raw material, finished goods and spare parts, some other accessories which are required, all these things with the help of economics we can maintain the appropriate level of stocks for continuing the production. If this is not done, then the production should be interrupted in between, wherein it will affect our sales and goodwill and reputation of the organization. So this is about the role of business economics. So once again, I'll try to recollect whatever we have discussed in this topic, in this session. That is the setting of the objectives and allocating the resources, demand forecasting and managing under competitive environment, strategic planning, production planning, cost analysis, pricing strategies, market structure analysis, capital budgeting decisions, designing market strategies, economies of scale, profit management, input output analysis, and inventory control. So this way our economics will be playing in different roles in every aspect under decision making. If I talk about the objectives, it helps in how we have to frame the objectives in the long run or short run. Then the same with the other aspects also. Then the question, same thing is asked directly, the role of business economics in business decision making. So when we talk about the role or when we talk about the importance or scope, you feel like it is the same, but when we are writing in the examination, we have to write from that perspective only. So hope this video is very much helpful to understand very clearly about role of business economics in decision making. Thank you.